In this video, we're going to go over the layout tab and all of the different features that are included in this tab and stage of the build process. And we're going to go into how to add parts into your scene and start snapping together your rig and setting up your rig. So first thing, in the layout tab, you're going to have a few different menus that you can access. You're going to have the file menu, which will let you load any existing layouts for your asset, load your models for your asset, save your layout. You can save the layout as a template, which I'll explain what templates are in a minute. And you can access the model checker, which is a separate standalone tool that has to exist in order for this button to work. And then you can save your model back out to your asset so that it will be picked up later on during the build process. So I'm going to start with a new scene and I'm going to load a model. Now you can also open the option box, and in the option box you can specify specifically which models you want to import, and you can import models from other assets that are on the job, other variations of the model other than the primary, and you can specify the version. So if you do nothing and just say load models, you're going to get whatever primary model is published to this asset. So in this case, it'll be Sikorsky primary version. Let's see what version it is. Load models. If we set S76 and then the latest which is just the first one. So we're going to keep it as is for now and just import the default model that has been saved out. So same thing goes with load layout. You can specify which layout you want to load. You can specify which layout you want to load and set your version, or just load in the default layout or the whatever layout you have previously saved out to this asset. So when you load a layout, it's going to start a new scene. So when you load a model, it's going to import the model. So now we have the existing rig, the existing setup file for this helicopter rig. And as you can see here, we have all of the different rig parts that we're using. I'm going to expand this guy a little bit. So we have a root, which has no options. We have a cog, some single controls, wheels, landing gear, pistons, and so on. And then we have helicopter rotors and so on. So one thing about all of these different parts that you can add, every part is going to have a parent, a name, and a side. Any options that are required that are string based that you can edit will have a red asterisk next to them if it's a required, if the field needs to be popular, like if it needs a parent, if it needs a name. So the names are C, L, and R, or the side tokens are C, L, and R. The name, some parts require a name, some others don't. And every single part, with the exception of the root, requires a parent. So this tells it what parent joint this rig part is parented to. The rest of the options are very, very specific to that rig part. For example, wheels will have a radius option, center position, wheel end position, geometry ref. Things like an IK chain will have your handle parent, number of joints, which solver, create controls, create spaces, and so on. Pistons have start positions, start parents, and end parents. So we'll get into, I'll probably end up making some walkthrough videos for each of the parts, going over what they do.